It's never gonna get printed out if there's a script. They're not gonna print it. Like it's not like they give it out to everyone to read.
There was
like,
an office memo.
Just
go do it, goddammit!
Just making up accents at this point.
Do it!
You heard him. Please.
You know what's better than? You know what's honestly the best thing? Pissing drunk outside.
Nothing better. Just staring up into the stars. You're like, like I'm having a great night. Like this is fun time.
Sometimes I prefer to pee outside than I do a bathroom.
Oh.
You think aliens are real?
Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Pro Am Podcast. Just a couple amateur athletes talking pro sports. I'm Sam Cohen.
Marjorie Tamillo.
In case you guys didn't know, we are still champs. Just wanted to throw that out there.
I saw that one coming.
I had to let you guys know we're still champs. It's a green summer, so until basketball season starts, I'm probably not going to stop saying it.
It's an orange summer for me.
It's an orange one.
Those are still in first place. That's all I care about right now.
Let's talk about All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, pretty lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be revamped. I think they need to get people in there that are young, that have creative minds, that are a whole different team of people making up ideas for what needs to be done to make that like a good-ass weekend.
Yeah, one other thing that we talked about specifically, but one other thing is the jerseys looked worse than they did online in person.
Yeah, the AL ones specifically
Hideous.
looked so bad.
Looked like a third grader made them.
The NL ones are basically just Marlins jerseys at that point. Like they look like a Marlins City Connect.
They didn't look that bad.
Yeah, they weren't that bad, but the AL ones were like tough on the eyes.
Horrific.
Like the fluorescent like pink color was like
hideous,
brutal. Which I hate because I really wanted to get like one of the 5 Orioles that made an All-Star game. Like I would have been hyped to get like a Westberg jersey or something because like you never know how many they're gonna get. I mean, he's a young guy though, so he might get several.
Still though, those things are hideous.
Yeah, didn't like the jerseys. Didn't love the home run derby either. I thought the new format would be better, but it really wasn't.
I didn't mind. I think they gotta do away with like the pitches.
Pitches was the biggest problem because. Why are you punishing guys for having your pitcher throw balls out of the zone? Like, you should be able to take a pitch and have it not affect you. So I think they should have did 40 outs.
I think that was the only thing that like I didn't like was the amount of pitches because it made guys rush. Like if they kept the times and then did away with like the tournament style, I think I would have liked it.
Right. It was really all about pace, pretty much. It was like making sure that you get the most out of all the pitches in the time that you have.
Then again, like we said, you can't even admire the first home run.
Right.
Because you got to worry about the next one.
And so, like, I liked the bonus round where they would add the bonus outs or whatever, and then if you hit one 425 or however far you had to hit it, you get the extra one.
Yeah.
I like that aspect of it because then you can go on a run where you're hitting multiple home runs and you're not getting punished for swinging.
And you're relaxed because you don't have to swing at every pitch.
Yeah, that's what makes for, like, those Josh Hamilton moments
when he hit 28.
Like he just hit
took him like an hour
so
and 15
many home
minutes.
runs in a row without recording an out, and like you should be able to do that and not worry about your time.
And he was more rested and stuff because he could relax. He could take a pitch for a second.
Yeah, like those home run derbies were next level.
The best.
I'll never forget those.
I don't understand why they don't just go back to that.
Yeah,
and they should go look at the ratings for those home run derbies compared to now and be like, what the hell are we doing?
Also, why do they do it in the middle of the week?
Yeah.
Just
on a Monday.
Have the season push it back or bring it forward or whatever you have to do in the beginning to have it line up to where the last game before the All-Star break ends on like a Wednesday, and then on Friday have them play, or Thursday have them do the home run derby. Friday have them play the game, and then give them a couple days to rest.
I say they give them the week off.
Yeah, honestly, like they don't.
Why the hell
not? It's pretty short. Like,
why the hell not?
They should definitely give them a little more time. They play 162 games this season, and they have to then, if they play well enough, play another game, and then if they're a home run hitter, kill their legs swinging for 3 hours. Like, it doesn't seem like much of a break to me.
I'd give them a week. I think a week's more helpful for the players, and even the ones that aren't even in it or anything too, because they get to go spend a week with their families and stuff.
Right.
Like, these guys got 2 days off practically, a Monday and a Tuesday.
You can also like do some things during the week, like some other, all-star press conferences and different festivities that they
should do like a pitch thing where like they do the slap shot, how hard you could pitch, see how fast somebody can.
See how quick they can get Tommy John.
Yeah, maybe that's a bad idea.
But still. No, I do like things like that, like little things like that lead up to the event. That way, on a weekend when the ratings would be much better, in my opinion, you have the games and the home run derby.
Like a fielding expedition.
Yeah, exactly. Like
get the best second baseman and shortstops, and
that'd be sick.
Do like
see how quick they can turn double plays,
stuff
or
like that.
How quick you can speed competitions, how quick you can go from first to third, or shit like that.
Be fun.
I agree, but yeah, it was pretty rough to watch some of that. Like even the game was pretty boring. There were some cool moments.
Shohei's home run was probably the coolest moment.
Yeah, he hit
Durant's
a bomb.
home run was a bomb too. That was cool.
He smoked that ball.
He did. That was
did
pretty
he win
neat.
an All-Star MVP? Right? Yeah, he's having a great season.
He did
Shout out
smoke
to
that ball.
Durant and the Red Sox. They are 4.5 games out of first place in the East, so
They're balling.
they're in there with the O's and Yankees. But I don't know. I don't think they'll be contending for the division, but they can definitely make a wild card spot.
What'd you think of Mr. Skeens starting? Did we
was
mention that and then it happened?
Yeah, we did. We talked about
Okay.
how if the MLB's smart, they'll fucking make sure he's starting, and he did. They almost fucked up by batting Judge fourth and not giving us the Skeens Judge matchup in the first inning, but Juan Soto was like, "Oh, I'll make sure he gets up," and then he got a hit. So, shout out to Juan Soto for making
Future
true to
Met.
his word. Future Met, I love that. I'll manifest that all day, all day.
Future Metropolitan.
If Juan Soto goes to the Mets, I will get his jersey.
Yes.
say
Come
that. I'll
on.
say
That's
that.
that's recorded. That's
I
on
will.
film, folks.
That's on film. I will buy a Juan Soto jersey if he becomes the New York Met next
Come
year.
on, Juan.
Just for
Do
the
it.
sole fact that
Do
he would
it.
no longer be in the AL East.
Good. Then I can buy a Gunner jersey.
Love that. That'd be big time.
Stamp it.
We'll stamp it right here. If that happens, we'll do a jersey swap.
JK, I'll get a Scooble.
A Scooble, yeah, he might be coming. He might be coming. You saw him dap up Rush after they recorded a couple outs. Couple ground balls to Gunner, made a couple nice
get me
plays.
a Scooble.
He was like, "Ooh, look at this defense behind me. I think I can get used to this." So yeah, I've been hearing some rumors about that though.
Yeah?
We're actually in talks with the Tigers about him.
I saw that on Bleacher Report. I saw that.
It's gonna be a haul to get him, which scares me, because
Especially right
a
now.
lot of prospects that I love. But it's at a certain point you got to give up some prospects for major league talent to make
Yeah.
a run. So
To
I
get
think
him
it's the
right
time.
now too is nuts.
2.5 years of control, and he's the Cy Young favorite.
It's nasty right now.
Yeah, he's got a
too.
2.4, leads the league in strikeouts.
Like if the Tigers want to get rid of this guy, it's right now.
Yeah, because they would get this is just my thought of what I think would be enough. You start with Samuel Basallo as the main piece. He's going to be like a Rutschman level catcher. Like we don't need him technically, but like I would love to keep him, convert him to a first baseman or a DH, but he's a guy that is expendable, I guess. I'd start with him. Connor Norby's a guarantee in any trade. He's our fifth best prospect, and we have no room for him. So Connor Norby's in there. Those are two guys that'll be starting on your team. Norby will start right away, and Basallo will be ready probably next year.
Mayo?
They want May. I think he's an untouchable. I think that he's like gonna be a 40 home run in a year type of guy. Like his power is ridiculous.
But do you need a 40 home run type of year type of guy right now, or do you need a Cy Young?
Need a Cy Young, but at the same time, like
Gotta win now. No more future O's.
we do, but like he's gonna be a piece that's gonna play in the second half. Like Michael Eyes already said that him and Jackson Holliday are both gonna be back up in the second half, and they're gonna play. So I want to see him play in our jersey for.
Who else would you get rid of?
I mean, you could move a Kerstad.
Grayson?
Definitely not Grayson. Nah, definitely not. I could see Cade Povich being a part of that deal. He's been in our MLB rotation for a bit because we don't have a lot of guys, and he's been all right. He's gotten rocked a couple times, but he's got really good stuff, so I could see him being a piece of the lefty. So you trade a young, promising pitcher for an established pitcher. I could see him being involved, but it's going to take like 5 prospects at least.
It's gonna be a big deal
Yeah.
because he's like we just said, he's playing so good right now that you're gonna have to.
His value is all-time high.
They're gonna get as much. They're gonna squeeze everything they can out of you.
Also, you got to think at the trade deadline, like, you overpay for players because you're trying to get a guy to win that year. And all the teams that are trading people have leverage because they know that you need this guy and we don't. So give me all your prospects. And then you're like, no. And they're like, all right, well, you can't have them. So, like, sometimes you have to be like, all right, fuck it, fine, have all my prospects. Give me your Cy Young guy. So I'm okay with it if they do it, but I would hate to see Kobe Mayo go.
That would really stink to see him go, but I don't know. I feel like in terms of what you guys need at the current moment in the position you're in, especially bouncing off of last year's playoffs, like you got to get past the first round this year.
If they were to give up Kobe Mayo and Basallo in the same deal, I don't think it takes much more than that because those two are like very highly touted prospects, which other teams don't have 2 of those guys to give up. Yeah. So like we have a better package than most teams will be able to offer.
Speaking of giving up, I really want the Mets to give up on Pete Alonso.
Yeah, you done with Pete?
Yeah, dude, I'm sick and tired of him, man.
Yeah, I feel like it's a common feeling for most Mets fans. It's starting to feel like he's just not the same guy.
Not right now.
Is that a scam likely?
I don't know. Every time I keep answering, nothing happens. I
Yeah.
go, hello? And it's just nothing.
I've been seeing that. I think it's just some fucking weird scam shit. Every time it happens, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, hanging up.
Yeah. But
Answering.
Pete's got to go. McNeil's got to go. Marte's got to go. Quintana got to go. Got to get rid of these old guys. We got to get rid of them.
You might as well see what you can get for just about everybody at the deadline. I mean, at the same time, though, they are in a wild card spot, so like,
They are, but I
don't know how long that's going to be. There's 12 teams in contention for that spot.
August is fastly approaching, and the Mets, they don't mix well with August.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear, too. I think Steve Cohen said that next year is the year that they're going to go all in again. This is kind of I don't want to say a rebuild, but like
Start fresh.
just, kind of roll with what you got and then see where you have to move. Grab a couple pieces, start fresh next year.
One of those pieces being Juan Soto.
Add Juan Soto for $600 million, maybe
His favorite part to
$500
play
million.
in.
Is that what he said?
Hits the best in it.
Interesting.
At least from watching him beat the shit out of the Mets over the years.
Yeah.
Another. I want to get young.
Yeah, it's fun to be young. Those are
Seems to be working
very
for
young.
teams.
Yeah, it kind of gets to a point where you do have to really build your farm system and like start fresh there in order to get young. And I feel like the Mets did kind of start to do that. They have been building the farm a bit, and they definitely got some guys that are almost ready. But I feel like it's just meshing what you have with the young talent coming up at the perfect time, and that's the recipe.
Yeah, no, I agree. But we'll see what they do at the deadline. I hope it's something. Any other teams on your radar that are going to make some moves on the deadline?
Yeah, let me take a look here. I'm going to look at the standings, tell you which teams I think are going to be.
That could have been the committee now that I'm thinking about it, or my OC.
Oh, yeah. NCAA committee. Anyone out there ripping NCAA 25?
We're finishing with Cal this week, so
Big game.
we're doing some scouting. He probably called me about a couple schemes.
SMU Mustangs,
Yeah, we're the
rocking?
Mustangs out of Dallas. Preston Stone, second in Heisman running. Jordan Hudson, junior wide receiver, second. Third in the Heisman running. Got absolutely robbed and hosed by the committee and Syracuse Orangemen. Unbelievable. Didn't think a team that could be undefeated just gets a bye and then somehow gets moved down to 2.
Sometimes how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, I mean, kids are pissed, though.
Yeah, but they're going to go out there and play.
Let the play do the talking and their mouths.
Yep. I got to download it. I still haven't played it yet.
Been
itching.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
Well worth it.
I've heard good things.
Great things. Great thing. Great game.
I heard playing defense is a little tough.
I don't
think so?
I don't play defense.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
I'm an offense-only type of guy. That's why me and my OC are real tight.
That's fun. I
Really
didn't know that you
scheming.
could just do offense.
I trust my
vibe.
defensive coordinator. I give him trust.
let the boys play.
Gotta let him play sometimes.
Gotta let them play.
Back to deadline stuff, though. What are some teams on your radar that are going to make some moves?
So with the Red Sox in the position that they're in now, I think that they're going to be buying. I think that they could make a move to add somebody, maybe some bullpen help, maybe even another starter, even though their rotation's been pretty good for the most part, which has been a surprise. I definitely think the Tigers will be moving some guys. I think Scooble, obviously we talked about that. We already know the White Sox are cleaning house. There'll be just about anybody that has some talent on the White Sox, teams will be calling for, and they'll be moving. So Crochet will be on the move, Luis Robert, guys like that. Angels will definitely be cleaning house a bit. I feel like the Yankees will be in talks with them for like maybe a Luis Rengifo, second baseman. Need a leadoff guy. Obviously the A's are always a team that you can look at to make some moves. Brent Rooker maybe could be a right-handed bat on the move.
Always a team.
Always a team. We already talked about the Mets a bit. I don't really know what to think with them. If they're gonna grab a piece, sell some pieces, who knows? Marlins definitely will be moving guys. Tanner Scott will be on the move.
Yeah, his contract's up. They're getting rid of him.
And then like it gets weird because then you got like the Cubs are in last place, but they're also not that far off of a wild card spot. So like, are they gonna try to get better because they kind of spent some money in the offseason? But if not, like Bellinger could be on the move. Maybe even like this would be crazy, but like a Justin Steele, like a pitcher of that caliber, if they can get a big package because everyone's looking for pitching. And then obviously you got to think the Dodgers will be in the mix for just about everybody, like they always are, which I hate. This shit pisses me off. It's just you get notifications. Up, Dodgers signed this guy. Dodgers got this guy and this guy.
Hate it.
They
It's
all get
unbelievable.
hundreds of millions, and it doesn't matter because they're in LA.
They just don't stop.
Sucks.
Never ending.
And then I guess the Rockies would definitely be another team that'll be moving some guys, but other than that, everyone else could be in it, making moves.
Alrighty.
The NL, at least.
Alrighty, well, we'll see how that goes with the trade deadline and the rest of the NBA stuff. I just got a notification on my cellular saying Stephen LeBron lead USA to 105-79 victory over Serbia.
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 Let's go. I love that. Beat him down in the suburbs.
I meant Serbia.
You missed
To remain undefeated in the showcase game.
Good stuff.
Team USA. Ballers.
Yeah, the roster's pretty impeccable. You
Yeah,
can just
I mean.
make up a new new lineup every day, and you'll be fine.
There's so many. Like
Yeah.
I was telling you earlier, I love the one right now. Edwards, Curry, Tatum, Braun, AD.
Yeah, I like
Phenomenal
that lineup.
lineup.
That's definitely a good one. I think AD's proved that he's got to be a starter on the floor. His defense is next level. Definitely a step above Embiid.
Is Joel Embiid the worst player on this team?
Crazy statement, but like, I mean, I wouldn't say the worst player, but like at this point in time in the summer, I think he's the least conditioned. I think he's like in the worst basketball shape of everybody on the team.
Well, being the dirty Celtic rat that I am, I'm going
Yeah.
to say he's the worst player on the team.
I mean,
Because the 12th man's Derek White. And Derek
Yeah.
White can do a hell of a better job than Embiid is doing right now.
I think I'd take Embiid over Hallie.
Or Hallie, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll dish Hallie out.
Yeah,
That's fair.
If I
That's
had
fair.
to pick one person on this roster and sub him out for someone else, it'd be Halliburton. But
Like
yeah.
Jaylen Brown, the MVP of the finals,
Yeah.
and the MVP of the Eastern Conference.
I also think it would have been a more like even swap of Kawhi for Jaylen Brown. It seems pretty kind of a similar player, and Jaylen Brown's younger and more athletic.
I guess they were worried about egos, but
Yeah, or money, because Derek White's a Nike guy. Team USA is wearing Nike.
true.
Jaylen Brown's a Jordan guy, right?
No.
No?
I don't know who he is.
Or he's
At one point, he was signed to Donda.
oh yeah, I remember that. That was something else. That shit's crazy.
He's just kind of a dolo
I
kind of
forgot
guy.
that was a thing for a while.
He's a
He was
little dolo guy.
Yeah, he does his own thing.
Does his thing.
But yeah, I'm thinking a lineup of LeBron running the point, Steph running around with a chicken with his head cut off,
With
at the
not
two.
not like a not
like a
him
literal
ru-
chicken, like
not him running around like a chicken with
With
his head
one.
cut off.
He has
Him
one,
running
yeah.
around with a chicken.
he has a chicken with his head
cut
cut off on the court. And he's just running away from it to get open. Yeah, so LeBron,
It's
Steph,
actually Kyrie the chicken.
LeBron, Steph, Tatum, KD, AD.
That's
Is my
the
five.
tallest lineup of all time.
Yeah, because Steph's your defensive liability there, but like you don't really need him to be locking up on defense if you have that kind of length everywhere else.
You could also just switch LeBron and Steph too, and LeBron might as well be a 2 if he could be a 1.
Exactly. So
You
like
just have Steph bring the ball up.
right, but like for the sense of like I'm thinking of him just getting open, LeBron just
Actually,
finding him.
now that I'm thinking about it, those are 4 behemoths under the basket, so
Yeah.
it'd probably be better if Steph was like coming off screens.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I feel like he'd be able to just find a ton of open space in that lineup.
he'll run around. Yeah, he will legit
He's
run
like
around
so much.
like a crazy person.
And then like Steph's not open. All right, let's just give it to KD for a grenade at the end of the shot clock, and he's just gonna shoot it over your face.
He's gonna go directly in.
Yeah.
And if not, Tatum or AD will just grab the rebound
Yeah.
and put it back up.
Give it to AD for a post up. Give it to Tatum to ISO on somebody. LeBron can just take one to the hoop. Like you can't stop that.
Options are endless. It's kind of scary. And then you got Edwards.
Off the bench, just a spark. Probably the most electric player in the NBA. Just to spark off your bench.
him, Drew, Embiid. Who am I missing? It's Booker.
Bam.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam Bigelow. That's funny.
And then
What are your thoughts on Bam Adebayo? You think he's underrated, overrated? What are your thoughts?
I think he's rated the way he is. Like, I think
Properly
he's
rated.
fine. Properly rated.
I agree. I think he's one of the better defenders in the league.
For his size, though, it's impressive what he can do.
Yeah, I think he fits in with a team very well, not being like the number one star.
But a do-it-everything guy.
Right.
He'll do everything
He's
for
more
you.
than a role player, but he's not a superstar, in my opinion.
I'd call him a star.
A star.
Not a superstar, but he's
Yeah.
definitely a star of the Heat,
He's
for
definitely
sure.
a top 2 player on your team, but
Yeah.
he's not the one.
I mean, the guy can straight up defend
yeah,
almost any position.
big time.
Just about. I've seen him play great defense on guards and just as good on bigs, and he's got a heck of a jump shot.
Yeah, which is crazy to just have a guy like that coming off the bench, and then you got Edwards. And Booker, like,
Just a shame he's on that fucking rat Miami team.
I'm not a big Miami guy. Something about that team pisses me off.
You don't gotta tell me.
Yeah.
You gotta begin with
Just
me.
like
I fucking hate Miami.
I want to see Jimmy Butler go somewhere else.
I want to see him retire and get out of the league.
Yeah,
Get him out of here.
bring him to LA.
Go DJ or something.
I could
Do something cool. Sell
Probably do
coffee.
some wild shit.
Sell coffee or something.
That was wild to me. He was just selling cups of coffee for like $20.
Supply and demand, brother.
Crazy.
He's got the richest guys around him.
That's fair.
Might as well charge him.
Should have charged 100.
Oh, Bron? Yeah? Lifetime Nike contract?
Yeah. Give me that.
That'll be 6,000.
6 G's for a cup of coffee. Need sugar? Extra K.
Like, that's crazy. Ben Simmons? You want to shoot better? Drink this coffee. That'd be 40 grand.
That sucks. What's up with him? Is the Nets gonna just hang on to him or what?
I don't even know what's good with him,
I could
dude.
care less. Actually, I don't know why I brought his name up.
Miss Trump.
Dude, that was nuts. I honestly cannot.
Some say
believe
Ben
that
Simmons
happened.
was the shooter.
Could have been. I heard it
He
was
missed.
Game 7 Clay. 0 for 10. That shit was nutty, though.
That was nutty.
We were inches away from an assassination on television. Crazy shit.
I'm going to side with PMT.
What'd they say?
They're against assassinations.
Yeah.
Also, the podcast, we're definitely against assassinations.
I'd say we're a anti-assassination podcast for sure.
And besides the podcast, I myself am an anti-assassination mate as well.
I agree. I'm definitely opposed to
Just wanted to side with PMT,
people
Big
getting
Cat,
assassinated.
PFT, Hank, the boys, Max.
Shout out to them. I just watched
Memes.
their most recent pod. They had Derek Carr on.
Yeah, I know. I knew you would have tuned into that.
Yeah, I tuned in. Had to.
I'm
The old-
almost
the old
done the
boy.
one from yesterday. The fact that they do it every day is fucking annoying.
Yeah, they pump those things out, and they get some good guests too. Like they give you a double guest.
They're like 2.5 hours.
I know. Like
It's impressive.
Good pods. Gotta respect it.
That's all I got, though.
Inspirational.
What do you got? You got anything else?
I don't think so, really. We'll get back into more baseball. And I guess there's really not a whole lot of other sports going on right now.
Stay tuned. I think we're gonna start doing some college football stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna
Actually.
start doing some NCAA football streaming. Maybe we'll actually get into more college football this year too, as it leads up. Because that starts in August, right?
Yeah, it's starting soon. August
Yeah.
10th,
Very
15th, 20th.
I love college football in the summer. It's
Oh,
great,
yeah.
great. Just throwing a game
It's
at 12
back, dude.
o'clock.
You get the football itch.
You wake up and you're like, oh shit, there's football on. Let's fucking go. Going to the beach and grabbing a beer. Let's fucking get it. Throwing a bet. Gotta love it.
nothing, though.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Take us away.
Wrap us up. Listening to the Pro Am podcast. Appreciate the viewership. I'm RJ Tamillo.
Sam Cohen, NBA 2024 champion with the Boston Celtics.
Yup. Make sure you follow us on all platforms at the Pro Am podcast. That's all I got for today, though. So thank you.
Catch y'all next week.
Peace.